some quick video here, whether it's for the kids in the future, upcoming people, or whoever. But I thought it was important. I wanted to make this video also before I got on the road and moved along. So this is for me. But it is important to keep your tools at all times throughout your life, so you can either be able to do stuff on your own or apply them to you learning things for throughout your life. So, but this is a video for many reasons. I want to go over a few things here. So, this briefing of some things, and like I say, I do want to encourage people to pick up on different trades. And I know construction is a good trade, and in construction comes a bunch of different other things. As for electrical, plumbing, painting, landscaping, all of these things fall in the line of truck and trailer work, to me, is what I say. So try and keep you a truck at times, or excuse me, try and keep you a truck so you can help others and do other things. So also try and keep you two phones at times. You guys know, or my kids, they know that I've always kept two phones. The ground here is going down, so the way the camera is set up, it is so it don't have me there. Excuse me, like it's low here. So keep your two devices. That way you always have extra. I'll always try and keep your two phones, two devices, so you'll have another one if you need it for other reasons, many reasons. So, and like I say, my people know I always have. Well, we keep two phones. Right now I'm using another one of my devices just for recording, so I usually keep more than two. Keep more than two devices around. Well, try and keep two, but you know, if you can, keep more than two. So, but anyway, keep your tools. Keep your tools, your saws, your certain, what am I looking for? Okay, so the different saws will be for different reasons, because you got this saw, your skill saw. You got your skill saw. You got your sawzall. So you put your blade in there. It'll lock down. You can put a metal blade in here or a wood blade. Now with this type of saw, you can also work on, you can cut like small tree limbs. You can even cut down small trees with a saw like this if you know what you're doing. So very important tools. Important to have your tools around. Important to have your tools around. Your drills. So someone lost my impact drill, and this is one of them. So your blower, when you're cleaning up, when you're working, excuse me, I want to say clean up after yourself when you're done working all the time, clean up. And if you can do a little extra for people, do a little extra for people. Construction costs people a lot of money from materials and labor, and that's one thing I want to do. I want to help people save money. So. Okay, the sun is on, but you can see it there. I don't know if you can see it there, but so I keep vests. I keep multiple vests, depending on what site I'm going to. I run my own business, so I may end up on different sites. I use different vests for different things. Try and keep your multiple pair of gloves, because the gloves can get lost easily. Your gloves and your safety glasses. So try and keep as many pair of safety glasses as you can, as many pair of gloves as you can. And when you're on sites, if you can, also save your tape measures, because tape measures, you lose a lot of those too. So I keep my good tape measures. All my tools I'm leaving here. I'm not taking them on the road with me. I'm riding dirty. Well, not riding dirty, but my vehicle is not all the way legit. I got a bunch of stuff going on right now, but I'm in the process of getting all the paperwork and everything done. So I keep my tape measures. I keep a bunch of different tape measures. So now, if you can, get you a 10 tool set. So get you a 10 tool set or more. Try and have you a power source if you can. This is kind of like a second substitute for a generator here. I don't know if you can See that there? But this does real good. Works real good. Let's see if we can try and get a good photo there. So that works real good. And your tools, keep you, you know, maybe have you some zipper stuff, whatever you may want. You know, you'll have little stuff. I think that's excuse me, electric engraver. So I just keep little different tools around. And I know I wanted to mention, oh yeah, try and get you a 10 tool set. So I've always, well, I've liked DeWalt. I've been into tools for many years, over 10 years now. Which I also, to keep you a buck on your hip is good. I know my people's known for years. I've kept me certain stuff on me. I keep certain stuff on me at all times. But a good thing is a Buck 110, the Buck 110, and the Leatherman Wave Plus. The Leatherman Wave Plus is a nice, good tool. Be careful when you're squeezing down on it, because if you're squeezing down on it, and it will pinch your hand. So be careful with those, but it's a good tool. Tape measures. Learn how to read your tape measures. And like I say, these are good tips for when the companies are going to hire you. They're going to want to know, do you know how to read a tape measure? Do you know how to cut? They're going to want to know, do you have your tools? What all do you have? So you can get you a tape measure that has everything on it. Like this one here, it does not have everything on it. So like if they say we want 3 3/4 or 3 1/8 or whatever it may be, this one does not have all of that on it. So you would have to know it by those lines. Now you can study it. It does not take long to remember or to learn these things. So, but they have tape measures that do have them. So on this one, if it can be seen, let me see here. Hold on. So on this one, if it can be seen, on some tape measures you can have all the numbers. So as here is 12 1/8 or 12 3/8 or 12 3/4. So you will know where to mark it. You know where to make your cut, or you know where to mark it. Do what you have to do. I hope that picked up on there. But the point is, some tape measures have all of your readings and some tape measures do not. So that's what you can go off of with that. And your tool belt. So keep your tool belt. You don't have to have more than one tool belt, but if you want to, you can, just in case something happens to your one. Me, of course, I do have more than one tool belt. But this is my main tool belt. So in your tool belt. So if you're doing construction with me, I like to do rough framing. I like to do framing, metal framing and regular framing. So you gotta have your square, your straight lines. I keep my vest, my hammer, my tape measure. Try and keep you some screws around. Not just for if you need them on projects. Different little type of screws. Maybe from this size to about that size. Keep them on around. Keep them around because you might need them. So tape measures, like I said, I got a bunch of tape measures in here. Vests. I keep vests. Multiple pair of gloves inside of my tool bag and inside of my other tool bags. So that's just in those pouches. Now in your other pouches, you want to have your snips. Now your snips are your metal snips for whenever you will need them. Your bits. You have you want to keep you a set of bits. That way when they get worn out, you have other ones. So, and to those who don't know, and if my kids don't know by the time they see it, so you will have different heads. You guys can learn your heads. Your Phillip head is like your 4-way. So you might come, or you might think, because that's what you'll probably hear. But your Phillips here, if that can be seen, I hope the light is not glaring it. So you got your Phillips, and you got different types of Phillips. So you see here, if you can see there. You got your star bits, if those can be seen. And of course you have your flatheads. And then you got your square bits. So all of it is pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. You just have to remember the names of them. So you have your star bit. That's the only thing that will be your star bit. Then you have your Phillips. Those are all your Phillips here. Those are different ones. That one's sharper. You got your square bit and your flat heads. You have other bits also, but so just getting familiar with some stuff. Having your own tools is a big help. A bunch. So you have your snips. Just some little pliers. You never know when you need them. Right, for regular pliers. I think I left my original. Excuse me, the regular bigger pliers in the house. I have to go get them, put them in here. You have your wood chisels. Now, if you can get your wood chisels in the set that they come in, that'd be good. So see here, if you can see one's bigger than the other. Some of them, they come in a set where then you'll have another bigger one. So your wood chisels are important for if you need to get, exactly what it says, for chiseling wood. In areas you may need to chisel a piece of area for you to fit your wood in. A piece of wood may be in the way, and you may need to chisel it out. So that's good. Another thing I want to speak on. So you got your crowbars, and you got your set of crowbars that are like these. Now these are very important tools. If you can see the way it is shaped, the way it is. Now this is just a smaller one. They also make these from this size here that you see on up to, so this one is from that size you see and on up and on up. Now you get you a flat one about like this. Well, about a flat one about like that. That's what we're going on the camera. A flat one, yes. And that one can kind of work around pretty much anything. But just like the wood chisels, this will come in like a set. It's like 3 or 4, whatever, 3 or 4. So the same thing with these. You can get these in that same set, and it'll come like this, a little bigger and a little bigger. And those help you like with your trim, if you want to try and get your trim off nicely, easily, or if you have to get into an area. So you'll know that these are your crowbars that can help you out. Your different screwdrivers. Of course, you want your different screwdrivers inside of your tool bag. You want a razor. If you can, keep 2 razors or multiple razors on you, because you can lose those also. You have to use them a lot. So your razors, you want to keep those around. So hold on real quick. I know I wanted to speak on so your bigger crowbars are for your bigger jobs. This is your bigger crowbar. They sell these. They come about the same size. Some of them come about the same size, but different weight. So of course your different weight. So this one here, I can't remember which weight this one is, but it's a pretty heavy one, pretty solid one. Gets through almost everything, break down almost anything. So good there. I also wanted to say, so if you can, keep you certain tools, painting tools. Learn how to paint. It's very simple. Sorry about that. Let me see. So if you learn how to paint, very simple stuff. Power washing. We know that's very simple stuff. So you figure it out. You work with it sometimes. You get the hang of it. Power washing is something that can make you a lot of money. You don't have to be skilled or know too much. Just get it going and know how to work it, know how to operate it, take care of your stuff. You have to have water in your pump before you run it. A lot of people mess their power washers up by not having water in the pump before they run it. My power washer was just working recently. One of my tools. That's another thing with your tools. I'm picking up on knowing how to maintenance my own tools. Something I think I left it in the rain too many times or something. So, but it's brand new, and I worked it power washing this place here. And your painters, like I say, your painters know how to work with your brushes, your paint brushes, know how to cut, know how to keep not make a mess and stay clean. Just if you can, there's processes to it. I can't just say don't do this or don't do that. There are processes to learning and things to do for your job to be right. Because you don't want to mess up anybody's stuff. Everything is important. People pay good money to have their stuff done. So this is a paint sprayer. Very expensive paint sprayer. And this covers a lot of area. Now, of course, you can paint whatever you can't paint with this, you can paint with other supplies, but this covers a bunch of ground fast. So big place here that we have, of course, I can spray it with this easier than rolling it. So you spray it, a cover whole area, you spray one way, spray back. So you cover a bunch of area quick, fast. Excuse me. So yes, and in your tools, always be prepared. The more prepared you are, the easier your jobs will be. Knee pads, keep you some knee pads along in your tool stuff. Just like with your tool pouch, or excuse me, your tool belt and stuff like that. So stuff that you'll need. Like I say, try and keep you different types of nails around. Different screws, nails, keep you some around. Different sizes, keep you some. Because you never know, we can go up to someone, help them, and you may need the screws. And that could be all you need. Just to screw in something. And that can get you paid. Or you could just be helping someone out. So keep you different types of screws, all different types of stuff. Keep it if you can. Some stuff you do not sell. My tools I have had for years. Some stuff I've had for years because it makes me money. And anytime I want to get out there, try and promote myself, I can get out there and do something. And people see that I know how to work and I'm willing to work. So always learn throughout your life as much as you can. Finished nails that I got, pretty good size ones. Just small, pretty good size ones I keep up with. Excuse me. So we have a excuse me, shoot, man, it's welder here, a welder, word slipped my mind. So you got your welder here, it got some power to it. Welding is something that I'm picking up on, don't know much about, but I know that it is very important, so I'm trying to pick up on it, learn it as much as I can. That is welding, learn as much welding as you can. And other trades, any trades you can pick up on, learn it when you can. Mechanic, I'm trying to pick up on that work also. It's interesting and it can be helpful. So that's it for now. I just wanted to run a video on how important it is to have certain tools around and how you can encourage others to work with certain things, and it will carry them far and help them in many ways. So that's with the tools and everything. So know what you're doing when you are doing it. Help people when you can. Sometimes you'll see that you can give people good deals. You don't have to charge them so much. That's what we want. We want to be able to help people as much as we can. So that's that on the business. Being business savvy, is it what I want to say? So anyway, we do have our card readers for PayPal, to where you can accept your business cards. Keep up with business as business change. Like right now, I don't have my watch on. I forgot to put my watch on. So right now it's Friday, August 27th, 2021. So let's say, the kids may not, 10 years down the line, business will be different. Just like 10 years ago, we didn't have some of the things that we have now. So always advance when things are going on. Always know what is going on, and pay attention to the new systems and to the new patterns and to the new inventions that you see people will have to pick up on. Not just things that you think, okay, well, people might like that. Things that you say, okay, well, yeah, that's really going to change the way things are, or that is going to be a need. So yes, PayPal card readers, we got those, and the square. We got the square, and I just want to show so it doesn't seem like I'm saying that I have both in one. So you have your PayPal reader here, and we have the square reader here. Our business, we do accept PayPal, which is Lushawn Rose, LUSHAUNROSE. Or email Mr. Rose, all lowercase, 777-1985 @gmail.com. That's all lowercase, MRROSE, 777-1985 @gmail.com. So, and Cash App. We accept Cash App now, and any support or donations or payments can be made out to the Cash App symbol and Roses and Family. The R is capitalized. So that again is the Cash App symbol, capital R, OSESAND FAMILIES. Yes. Roses and Families. So I hope that was right there. Last thing here I wanted to share. So like I'm going to get out moving around now. I am not sure which state or city I will cover the most. So, but this was in one city. I was doing a bunch of work in Tallahassee, moving around in Tallahassee a minute. So I stopped at one of the stores. I think it was one of the painting stores where I got these business cards. So there's a bunch of different business cards. And what I'll do is I'll show each one separately in just a minute here. And I'll add that video on. But just to say, so I went in and I picked up one of every business card. So I have it. This is a handyman service business card because I am a contractor. I tell my kids to understand that they are contractors, entrepreneurs, business people. So this one, again, this one was a handyman services. I think this one, another handyman service. I'm just going to go through a few of them here. Remodeling services, handyman services. Some of them should be the painting services. Like I said, I got this from the painting place. This was one of them, painting service. Painting. Different services you will get is what I'm trying to show also. Some of them may have been real estate people. Now in the real estate people, you can call them, ask them, are there any properties that may need help? Or are there any properties that need assistance? Or that you can go and work on? If you got all of your information correct, they may work with you through the phone, which I have done these jobs before. They will send you out to a property. They will ask you if you can do it. You let them know. And if you have a vendor number for wherever you are, then you can get these jobs with the banks easier. But anyway, if they choose to work with you, they can send you to the property. They'll tell you what needs to be done. You can do the work. They work by photos. You send the proper photos. You send them before and after. Let them know what is going on. You send them the photos. They let you know, and they pay you. But you have to have your internet payment stuff set up. Again, like we say, like the PayPal, Cash App, or whatever it is you can get set up. So make sure you have your payment stuff set up. Make sure you can keep up with all of your information. Write down your stuff. Be organized. Always be organized in whatever you are doing. So, in some of these cards, now like I say, again, the reason I'm showing these cards, or the reason I want to tell you why I picked them up, I'm a contractor, so I get different cards. I may want to call these people and say, hey, I am a contractor from out of town, or I'm a contractor in my city. And I tell them, I have a website also that can be checked out. Throughout my social medias, you can find them, my website for my contracting business. So sometimes I can tell them this, that I have a contract, that I have a website. They can look at my website. And sometimes I might not be able to get to some jobs. And if I direct the work to them, are they willing to give a percentage? Excuse me. Now, I've done this up north, and a bunch of them say yes. You want to talk to the manager or the owner. Now, some of them will say yes. They say, yes, we don't mind. They will take your information. And if you get out there and if you can't get to a job and you want to send one of your people in, then that's what you can do. So that's why I got these cards. And another thing, sometimes you can call these cards, say, hey, I got your card from such and such, such and such. I am promoting your business. And also, if you need any help, sometimes give me a call. Now, that is in certain things that you may be able to work in. Like me, I'm a good painter. Or in the handyman service stuff, or in contract, or whatever, or excuse me, not whatever, but most things, or some things. So I will call them and also let them know that if they need help at any time, that they can let me know. Sometimes you might hit something. So business cards, working with people, your tools, keeping you a truck, and being able to move around, taking care of yourself, taking care of work, stay organized. Be nice to people when you're working. Sometimes people will be their own way, or they may provoke you or try to provoke you, but try your hardest to maintain professionalism for your business, for yourself, unless they draw you to cross the line. If they draw you to cross the line, try to still have your tail covered, though, because you don't want to get sued, you don't want to be harmed, you don't want your business name at jeopardy, or whatever you want to call it. So just be careful, have your tail covered. If you have to do something, know what you're doing at all times. So if you watch this, I appreciate it. I don't know which channel I will put this on, but I did make this, like I say, for those who may need to see it in the future. My kids, whoever. So thank you guys.